In the realm of 1317, Commonwealth of Thrice-17, lived the famous Tsar Dodon. Fierce he was from boyhood on, and when scarcely more than 20, wrought his neighbors' wrongs aplenty. Aged now, he changed in mind, would give up the warlike crime for a life serene and festive. But his neighbors, growing restive, caused the grizzled Tsar alarm, dealing him a world of harm. To protect the Tsardom's borders from the raids of bold marauders, he was forced to raise and post an unconscionable host. Field commanders never drowse, and still would scarce have finished dousing flames at left when hove at right. Hostile veterans hove in sight. These for all some visitation came by sea. The Tsar's frustration drove him wild enough to weep and forego the balm of sleep. Who could thrive when thus infested? So he pondered and requested succor from a golden sage, planet reckoner and mage, sent a runner to implore him, and the magus brought before him from beneath his ample frog, drew a golden weathercock. Let this golden bird, he chanted, high atop the spire be planted, and my clever cockerel be your faithful sentinel. When there is naught of march of ride, he will sit his perch and quiet. Let there be from any side signs of war to be espied, or some squadron board approaching, or some other ill approaching. Straight my bird upon the dawn will awaken, perk his comb, roll and beard, his rough a flapping point where harmless in the oven. Wrapped the Tsar in the cloud the sage, heaps of gold for ready wage. Such momentous boon afforded, he rejoiced, shall be rewarded by a wish to be fulfilled, like my own as soon as willed. Cockerel atop the spire started guarding march and shine. Scarce a danger reared its head, up he poked as though from bed, slid about, his collar ruffled to that side, and wings unshuffled, threw loud Kirikoo! Rain a bed, the guard is true. Kings the Tsar's domains investing, henceforth never dared molest him. Tsar Dodon on every hand hurled them back by sea and land. 1 year, 2, the shrewd informants should be roosting all but dormant, when one morning they broke in on Dodon with fearful din. Tsar was the realm's defender, cries the household troops commander, Majesty. Wake up, alert! Eh? What's that? Is someone hurt? Drawled the Tsar amid a double yawn. Who is this? What's the trouble? Answered him the captain thus. Hark, the rooster's warning us. Look below and see the people live in fear, and on the steeple see the rooster ruffle fleeced, crowing, pointing to the east. But no time to lose, their master spurred them on. My horse is faster, eastward does the force he sped, with his eldest at its head. Cockerel gave over screaming, and the Tsar continued dreaming. 7 days go by and more, but no message from the corps. Has the march been rough or quiet? Not to tell it or deny it. Cockerel goes off once more, tracking down the elder's corps, rides the younger with another to the rescue of his brother. Presently subsides the bird, and again, no more is heard. And again the people troubled. With a week their fears redoubled. Yet again the cock is heard. And Dodon sends out a third host, himself commander of it, though unsure what this might profit. Day and night the columns wind, then it preys upon each mind. Not a Canto battleground, not a warrior's burial mound is encountered near or far. Strange and stranger things these are. One week gone, the country changes, rising high through hills and rangers. Then a need, the peaks ahead. Look, a silken tent is spread. Wonders harsh unfolds the scene. Round the tent, a gold ravine cradles hosts in battle grand. Now that dawn has reached the tent, staggers backward, sight appalling, heart before his eyes lie falling, stripped of helm and armor chain, both his noble princes slain, pierced each by the other's charge, and their wandering mounts at large, on the mead all stamped and scorched, and the blooded meadow sworn. Boys, my boys, their father groaned, strangled both my hopes, he moaned. Life is forfeit, woe is me. Hero killed not two, but three. Wail of man and master merges, soon resound to heavy dirges. Gorgon cliff, the mountain's heart shakes. Behold, the curtains part on the tent, the prize of maidens, Queen of Shamahan in radiance, lambent like a morning star, quietly salutes the Tsar. Silenced by her brilliant gaze, like a night brought by the days, numb he stands, her sight outstands, aye, the death of both his sons. Now she looked at him beguiling, swept a graceful bow, and smiling took his hand and drew him on to her tent in Zar-Dagon. At her table did she seat him, through all sorts of beetles treat him, and for rest his body laid on an Uthman of brocade. Thus full 7 days he lavished, all enslaved by her and ravished, on delight and merriment in the royal maiden's tent. As long as so forth he, as long as though forth he selling, his surviving forces rallying, and the maiden in his train led his army home again. Rumor started to outspeed him, tales of hap and no hap breeding. Throngs of subjects, small and great, swirled beyond the city gate round the coach of Tsar and Empress, fabled Shamahanian temptress. Zar-Dagon salutes them there. All at once he is aware of his friend, the wise old eunuch, in his white turbush and tunic, slowly touched now like a swan. Father mine, exclaimed Dagon, hail, how fare you? At your leisure, come and speak, what is your pleasure? Tsar, replied the aged mage, now we square dessert and wage. For the aid I once accorded, you recall, I was awarded my first wish to be fulfilled, like your own as soon as will. Let this maid be what I want, this young queen of Shamahan. What? Dagon fell back amazed. What possessed you? Are you crazy? Does some wicked demon ride you? Have your weeds dragged up inside you? What's your game in heaven? Pleasure deed, but all the same, there are limits, well, you knew, and what use is she to you? Kindly lodge it in your head, who I am, why, ask instead for my mint and magnate's stable. Stallion from the royal stable, half my Zardon, if you please. No, I wish for none of these. Just you give me what I want. This young queen of Shamahan.